Hi everyone, welcome back. So this time we're going to be talking about the geometric tolerancing symbols. So these will define the allowable variations for our part feature. Now each tolerancing symbol's shape reflects its purpose. So if right here, that's a flat plane, it's supposed to be showing a flat plane, and so it's supposed to be flatness. Also, each symbol has a recommended size, and that's, as with everything else, related to the general character height used on your model or drawing. Now, these are the symbols we're going to be focusing the most on this entire semester. This is why you have this entire course, are these symbols. And because of that, I am obviously not expecting you to remember how all these work just from this very brief introduction. We're just going to see them all so you at least have a reference and realize, okay, flatness, I think I've seen that before. He's asking for flatness, what's the symbol? And you can come back here and find it. Okay, so first off, form tolerance symbols. These specify a requirement for an individual feature, just a single feature, no relationship. So like, angles would have a relationship. You're looking at two sides of a object. But this one, it only looks at a single feature. Is that plane straight? Is that plane flat? Not is the entire every single side of the box flat, but are those individual things straight and flat? Is the cross section circular? Are all cross sections circular and close to the same size? So it controls one feature and one feature only. Then we get to orientation, where we said, okay, now we're connecting features together. I'm looking at two sides and I'm saying, okay, are they perpendicular? Are they parallel? Do they have a particular angle between them? Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. And these will also specify the tolerance zones. They're going to help us understand how they're controlled. So they control how perpendicular, angular, parallel they are. And also, surprisingly enough, these will control form. Because for two surfaces to be perpendicular, they can't look like this. I mean, they could, but at some point, you're going to have to try to say, okay, well, this is the surface I'm going to be measuring from, and that will keep this guy in line and keep him relatively flat, because otherwise it won't pass that perpendicularity test. It will be outside, and that's not good. Profile tolerance symbols. You'll see these all the time. All the time. Best connection between the two is a line profile looks at every single line shape of it individually. So if I have, a flat plane, which is not where it's usually used, I look at each line and I check, okay, does that match the profile? Yes. Does that match the profile? Yes. Yes, yes, individually. Surface profile said they all have to match at the same time. They all have to be the same time and in the same shape. So it's more, I would say, three-dimensional, but it really is it's a three-dimensional thing, where this is more or less two-dimensional. Position tolerance symbol. It's talking about how much it has moved relative to its true position. Okay? How much did it move relative to its true position? Now when I say true position, I'm not saying, well, this is where it is truly. I'm saying where it was supposed to be. If it had been built by, angels, where was that hole supposed to be? This is where it was supposed to be, and it's slightly over here, and this will tell you, is it close enough? Runout is magic. I'm not going to even try to explain it right now. We'll get to that eventually. There's two kinds, and they're very, very comparable to circularity and cylindricity, where this one does cross sections, just individual cross sections, individual, and this does everything all at once. So that's it for those symbols. Remember, when you're looking at this, I want you to know the names of the symbols for now. That's what I'm looking for you to remember, is the names of the symbols. We will spend a whole lot of time using those symbols and learning how to use them. But for now, the names of the symbols. Focus on that. And remember that you want to learn them so you can cut down the number of words and so people will better understand you. So, thanks for paying attention. See you next time.